So, taking the ride home, I wanted to return. Um, oh, sorry, I should start this. So, I spent the time. I wanted to return, if you guys can see, the DJI Osmo Nano. I had gotten it to use for some of my like long form content as second camera. However, it gets hot pretty quickly. DJI, and I do love DJI products. I have the Osmo Action 4, which I didn't upgrade to the 5 because it does pretty much the same thing. The night mode, I see no use case for it, which is like the only difference. I have like the drones. I've got like multiple drones, multiple mic. This is like the smaller mic. I don't think it's even connected at this point. The mini mic, which I pretty much would say it's like a really really good mic. Bunch of their products are like really really good, but they dropped the ball on this one. The last two stuff I bought from them, the Osmo 360 and this Nano, maybe because they are like the very first iterations, and like we all know, anything that's usually the first iteration, many of these companies, they are not like the best. So yeah, if you are looking to get into the market for like a really really small camera, it's a good camera. If you're not going to use it for a long form content, I think it should do the job. But then for long form content, it gets hot. I should warn you. And it's a similar issue the Osmo 360 had as well. Whereas this DJI, if I plug in the cable to it, it goes on and on. I've used it to record videos from Calgary to Vancouver. Of course, the stops on the road, I turn it off when we're eating and whatnot, but then it goes on. So, yeah, I tried to return it, and the label has at Canada Post. And they said, Canada Post is not working at the moment, so I have to call them and ask them to generate a new label for me. So yeah, we are at this mall, sort of like strip mall, you call it, at Big Bend, Marine Way. Would this place be Brunaby or New West? Anyway, I think it straddles along the border. I think it's Brunaby. Anyway, it's you see people moving and all of that. It's doing what it should do, but it just comes back to what we've been saying. The system is good, it's smooth, but it's not a system that I would completely allow to to do its own thing. You see, now he climbed this bump gently, very gently. Like, I do not feel any form of discomfort or any sort of anxiety when it was going over the bump. It was easy, smooth. But then the issue is, I cannot expect this consistent behavior. I should expect this consistent behavior from it, but it hasn't been delivering that consistent behavior for me all the time. So, which, makes you worry. Can you fully trust it to the point where, you go to sleep? The question I ask everybody, those who are Tesla fanboys, who, Elon can never go wrong in their eyes. One question I ask them is, with respect to FSDs, would you allow your FSD to drive you with your eyes closed? Like, literally. Would you be comfortable? Many times than not, they'll tell you, not really. But for what it's worth, for its job, where you are alert, you're behind the steering wheel, it does its job. You can't, there is no competition. That is clear. Others are maybe here. Tesla is like up here. So the margin is wide already. Maybe that probably explains why the push for improvement hasn't been so much. To think that the gap between, relax buddy, the time between version 12 and version 13 as against version 13 and version 14 is like night and day. A couple of months between 12 and 13. For 13 and 14, it's like almost a year, so it tells you all you need to know regarding how much they are putting into it. By now, it should have merged onto the left lane. I do not understand why it's still going on. Okay, just as I was saying it. So, yeah. Vancouver's weather is funny. It was raining so heavily this morning. In fact, like all through yesterday, today, it rained. And then now the sun is out. If you come upon here, and they told you it was raining for the past 24 hours and more, you probably would not believe it. It's all dried up. And in the forecast for the day, it was showing raining. So you won't even want to plan anything outdoor today. But there you go. He's using FSD too. Nice. It's a Model 3. I really want to go test the version 14.1 at that place. Once I do that, that's all I need to know regarding, the updates and whatnot. But then it's gonna be painful if, there's not so much to enjoy from it, if it's still making that not so smart error with the maps, and then I have to now still deal with phantom braking on top of that. I don't want none of that. So please, if you haven't fixed the map, don't send me Elon, if you haven't fixed the map, don't send me version 14.1 updates, please. So I'm going to line up behind this car, take over from it a little bit. Just to quickly take a look at the release note for version 14.1. Yeah, I need the shadow. Yes. I usually read this on the Not a Tesla app. Arrival options, with this we know. Arrival option for you to select where FSD should park. So these are some of the updates you probably would be looking out for. So in a parking lot, on the street, in a driveway, in a parking garage, or at the curbside. Added handling to pull over or yield for emergency vehicles, which is nice. Added navigation and routing into the vision-based neural network for real-time handling of blocked roads and detours. Added additional speed profile to further customize driving style preference. That's Mad Max mode, which, I have my own opinion about it. Let's just keep that for now. Improved handling for static and dynamic gates. Improved offsetting for road debris, tires, tree branches, boxes. So basically, it's going to give more room when it sees those debris on the road. Improved handling of several scenarios included unprotected turns, lane changes, vehicle cuttings, and school buses. This is nice. Improves FSD's ability to manage system faults and recover smoothly from degraded operation for enhanced reliability. So when there are like internal system faults, it can recover very quickly. Added alerting for residue build-up on interior windshield and impact front camera visibility. So added automatic narrow field washing to provide rapid and efficient front camera self-cleaning. And yada yada. Overall smoothness. Okay, that's upcoming improvements. Parking spot selection and parking. In all of these that I've listed, I'm going to put you somewhere on the screen. In all of these that I've listed, none of it really speaks to fixing the navigation system. So here's what I think. I think they still haven't fixed this navigation issue. And if they haven't, it's still not good enough. It's still not a system that is reliable. Because if it's going to take you to the wrong location, no matter how good, no matter how sentient the system is, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Anyway, thanks for riding with me, guys, and for listening to me sort of express my excitement and disappointment at some of the updates regarding the full self-driving system of Tesla. If you love this kind of content, please subscribe to the channel, give me a follow on Twitter, and let us connect. I will see you guys on the next one. Cheers.